Praise God. My name is Lucy and I'm a staff of AFCO in charge of the farming. I'm the project coordinator, and God has blessed a lot, and here we have a little kitchen garden. It's a small farm that has really helped us a lot in bringing up a sustainable program in AFCO, because this is where we get some of our vegetation. The other times mostly when we find actually we have a lot maybe in the farm for the use of the students, we can use it even for outreach. And this has really made people love AFCO, because we are not here just to parasite on them, but we are here to even help them more. So here we have what we call cowpeas. Cowpeas can be used in two ways. It can be used as a vegetable, and also when the seeds come or when it becomes dry, we can use it as pulses, where we take ugali with it, the grains too, and everything. So here with us, we also have a pumpkin plantation, and we are really expecting a bumper harvest. But the challenge is, when we came here, the soil was quite diseased, because the people using the farm used a lot of artificial methods, and we are trying to curb all the challenges of parasites and diseases using the natural methods. Later I'll show you what we have been using to bring up the soil humus and also the fertility of the soil back to itself. This is the pumpkin plantation. We also have in between them wild spinach that helps a lot in nutritional aspects, because most of the students, some of them, they come with some little lifestyle diseases like ulcers, or the other class we had a student with a colon cancer problem. But to our surprise, the things that we have here in the farm helped us a lot in curing such diseases. In between the cowpeas, we also have the sukuma wiki. Like you know, this is our staple food. We use it with ugali. It's called sukuma wiki because it's so cheap, and it enables people to just pass on and on, continue with their lives as it is. And here we have where we have planted seeds that were donated to us by our mom Gerda, and luckily we have the lentils that have sprouted on these rows, and with time we are going to have a big harvest. We have placed here onions, and we are going to try if at all German seeds are going to do well in the Kenyan soil. So the same place, we also still have German giant pumpkins that we are hoping to have a bumper harvest at a later date. Though they are still small, but at least they have all sprouted. They are really very much spaced, because a pumpkin can take a whole lot of space. We'll wait maybe for some 2 months, and the whole of this farm will be covered with the pumpkins. And here in fact, AFCO makes good use of the space. There's nowhere we can leave any space just lying fallow. Here, just at the edge of the fence, we have sugarcane, because we realize the land is too sloppy. It's too sloppy that if we do not do what we call land reclamation, erosion could have been a problem here. But thank God, because of the ridges and the lifted land, we have been able to do away with the soil erosion, and right now the soil is stable and able to bring up good produce for the use of the school. As you can see also, like I'm saying, behind the class we also have a small sweet potato plantation. We make good use of the space we have, and besides here we can see that we have boxes that have the beetroots plus the brinjals, also the skuma wikis and the peanuts besides them, pineapples. And when I take you back to the small potato plantation, they're really ripe and ready for consumption. But simply because they are still beautiful, we don't want to pluck them. So we want to make use of nature to beautify the environment and at the same time to bring food, because these are exotic. They are not these are not breeds that are you can find them easily, because if you can see there are two colors. There's the red sweet potato and there's the luminous green. The luminous green. So if you pass on, you can also see some, like I said, space is very much important and you are making good use of the space. Here we have now our gate here is beautified by a herb that is commonly used to boost blood complications. This is used normally for them that have anemia, that are anemic. So whenever we have it, we can trim it very well and also use it to beautify our gate. But at the same time, whenever we receive visitors with sickles, the sickle sellers use this weed so much. It's in our native language and it's helpful to curb any blood complication. As you get inside now the school, we have our gate that is beautified by a simple flower garden. We chose to have it this way because the slope, as I said earlier, was too much and there was a runoff that was out of control. But when we placed this garden here, the compactability of the flowers enabled the soils to come together in order to curb the problem of soil erosion. As you can see, we have cover crops. These are cover flowers that are available in our gardens, though they are not that much, but at least they are beautiful. And at the same time, we have also other flowers that are used for medicinal purposes, like this one. We call it the marigold. The marigold can be used to cure skin complication. We also have the female fern. The female fern also has a curative aspect of it, and also the other hibiscus flowers that are beautiful and not only just for beauty, but to also be used for simple natural remedies. Okay, when we now come to the compound, we have our simple tree nursery, but you can see this is not just any other tree. It's called moringa tree, that its leaves, and when it comes to maturity stage, you'll realize it will come with nuts. These nuts can be used to cure over 100 diseases. So it can also be used as a vegetable. When it's actually big enough, you can use it as a vegetable and eat your ugali or your rice with it. So you'll realize everything that we have here is very much useful, not only for the environment, but also for them that come here. We make sure that everything that we have here is useful to the students. This is an, what do you call it? Orange tree. It's very small. It's orange. We are trying. Oranges don't do well in Kenyan soil, but we are praying, like, what brought us to come up with such projects or put everything here. When Ellen White changed her homestead to Australia, she tried everything that every person in the village or in a neighborhood discouraged her to plant. That is the same slogan we want to put here in AFCO. We want to try everything, because when we've realized that if we inculcate prayer in our work program and everything that we do, everything will come to pass, and success will be achieved. So here we have orange, and I'd like you to pray for our orange tree to bring. We have a little lemon. Lemons do good well here. So, and then there's also another one we call the guanabana tree. I think maybe people know about it. They're still young, but with time, I believe they're going to be of maturity and help a lot. We come now to our pioneer tree, our mango tree that was planted by our very own Mark Sukat, a staff of AFCO-Europe. As you can see, it's doing good. It's a tree that is going to bring mangoes that are very much juicy because of the grafting and all the engineering that has been done. So there's a lot that we are waiting and hoping for God to bless us. As you can look around, like we said, all the spaces have been used to the maximum. We have pots of flowers, various flowers that are not only for beauty. Like you can see, there's a fan there. There's also hibiscus also can be used to cure diseases. And here we have a magic flower, we call it the 10 Commandments. So you can see everything here is quite instrumental, because it teaches us and relates us to nature. Because as you go to the book Steps to Christ, as with the Ministry of Healing, as with God, as with nature. Nature is very much important for AFCO and such a program, because it will bring us close to God. And with us also, you can see across there, we have our very own herbal garden. With us here is the okra. It's running extinct, but we in our little garden, we try very hard to survey around the area in order to get all the extinct plants, to bring them back to life. So when people come and see such a vegetable here, they will be amazed, because when you go to homestead, you will go to 10 homesteads and found the things that you have planted here, they are not available. But here in AFCO, we try very much to earth up all the vegetables that are not there. So it is little, yes, but at least we are coming up and trying our level best to bring this dream into a reality, because our dream is to make up the Garden of Eden here in AFCO. Like the Lord's Prayer said, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We can never expect to go to heaven and live in a good environment if we cannot make it better here. So the last bit, I'd like to take you to a place where we manage our waste. The project has enabled us to manage our waste very well, because we use a compost manure. We use 2 pits in order to alternate. When one gets filled up, we cover it with soil. We can come and see. Oh dear. Is it still visible? Yeah. So when one gets filled up, we cover it with soil so that we use it later for manure. Like we said, we do not want to use any artificial manure or pesticide for our crops. We want the principle of health to be followed to the latter in AFCO, and we want our farm to be an example. So AFCO is an example in all areas. It's not only in the prophecy and the spiritual issues, but the manuals being done here are very much important, because without manual, we will never understand God and understand the glory of God in our lives, because work links us close to God. Work makes us understand who God is, because we are co-creators with God. We are able to understand his character by being very much close and hardworking. More to that, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So we don't have any time to waste here in AFCO. After classes, we engage in manuals, and we really make use of every time, every opportunity. And each and every student that has come here who were not able to do gardening or any other work have really found AFCO to be a blessing in their lives, because after here, they go make projects in their homes to enlighten and to do multitasking. As you preach, you earn, you make money, and you enlighten the community in many ways. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you of the project and the things that God has really done to AFCO. Keep us in prayer in order for the dream to be a reality, to be bigger than what you see. Thank you. Hallelujah.